Hello and welcome to another episode of Roach Koach, the new metal podcast you deserve. My name is Lauren Kozlowski. With me, as always, the original Roach rider, Mr. Matt Nas.
Keep it rolling, baby.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, back with you back for another episode of Roach Koach. It's a special one because we have our good friend. You know him, you love him. He's your friend too. It's Josh Toomey.
Yes,
It's me.
You did
You
it.
know, you don't have to say my name 30 times on every episode. I'm here this time. So.
I love it.
Listen, it's like see with you, Josh, unlike Beetlejuice, where you have to say it 3 times, your name we just have to say it for a year straight. And
Right.
then
I just
you show up on the show.
There
Exactly.
he is.
There he is. Josh, we're excited to have you here. It's been a while since you've been on the show. Primer 55 has reunited.
I know that's insane, right?
It's crazy. There you are. We were saying, but here's the thing. I like to think this is half your grit, your talent. You're putting it to the grindstone, getting out there, getting the boys, calling up Bobby every day, saying, Bobby, I got this bass in my hand. And the other half of it is Matt and I seeing you at Louisville Loves New Metal last year and going, Josh Toomey belongs on that stage. Get him on the stage. He needs to be on it. Not for one song, not for 2 songs, a whole set.
I mean, it's definitely the Roach Coach bump or whatever you guys.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what
I'm sure you mentioned me, and then the next day the announcement went out. No, man, I honestly like this year has been pretty wild. This is 10 years of Talk to Me this year. And I told my wife at the beginning of the year, I was like, 10 years, it's good. Let's wind it down. You know, I'm like ready to like be put out to pasture and not do it anymore. And then in January, I interviewed David Ellefson, and he's like talking about stuff. And then we talked for like 30 minutes after the interview. And I kind of wanted to ask him, I'm like, you ever thought about doing your own podcast? Because every time he says anything on any podcast, it gets blabbermouth headlines and, Loudwire and all that nonsense. And so he was like, yeah, he's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Like, let's get it together. And I'm like, I got off the podcast and I walk upstairs to my wife and I'm like, I think I'm doing a podcast with the, bass player from Megadeth. That's like, one of my childhood heroes. And we got it together and we started that. And then Bobby was actually in pretty bad, poor health for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
To the extent where he had called me and said, hey, if you get a call from this certain woman that says I have died, it's true. And I want you to be the one to break the news. And I'm like, dude, I do not want to be the one to break that news. Like that's not what my podcast is for. And he had moved to Dallas, and I guess Dallas has some like world-class, liver doctors or whatever. So they got him right. They fixed him up, they put him back together, and he called me and was just like, all right, man, do you want to do a show? And I'm like, okay, like, absolutely. And he's like, well, do you want to do a tour? I'm like, all right. So, I called friend of the show, Mikey Doling of Snot, and said, hey, who is booking your tour? Because similar, legacy band, with the singer that had passed away, all that stuff. And he gave me the contact, reached out not knowing, because, Primer 55 has like a loyal following from over the years, but not everybody knows. So I hit up the booking agent. I was like, hey, what would you guys think about booking a 25th anniversary of Introduction to Mayhem tour? And they, our booking agent immediately got back and said, absolutely. I was just like, all right. So I guess we have a booking agent now. And then, through David, I got an endorsement with Jackson Guitars. I got an endorsement with SIT Strings. I got an endorsement with Black Star Amps. I'm like 46 years old, and like all of this is just piling up like out of nowhere. So
all these rock and roll dreams are coming true, baby.
I tried to quit. Like I was going to quit. And it's like, not only did I not quit, like I'm in it more than I've ever been in it. I bought metalnexus.net, from our good friend BJ. So now I own a website, the podcast. I've got 2 podcasts. I got the band back together. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. Let's calm down a little bit.
The Ellefson show, that's like every other day. It seems that there's something like there's a lot more with that show.
Oh, yeah.
Episode wise, like you guys drop something.
Yeah, we've bumped it up. Like, it's funny. My original idea for the podcast was like, I'll just come up with topics, let's talk about a certain album, a certain tour, a certain bass, like I was just going to interview him.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back to me going, should we have guests? And I'm like, it's your podcast. And so we started having guests on. And so it's either the guest says something that gets a headline or he says something that gets a headline. And obviously the most recent thing that kind of went uber viral was, Megadeth announced that they're going to retire. And he didn't want to make a statement. And I'm like, dude, you have to make a statement. I was like, people want to know how you feel about this, that you started this band, it was you and Dave Mustaine. And it's wild that like that's my role in this is like you need to say something, you need to make a statement because I can remember vividly being a kid listening to Countdown to Extinction, getting ready for school and learning bass lines and stuff as a kid. Like there were 3 bass players that made me want to play bass: Cliff Burton, Jason Newsted, David Ellefson. Like those 3 dudes made me want to be a bass player, not a guitar player that played bass, like a full-on bass player. And so having him in my phone, like I chatted with him today. Like he just randomly calls me now or texts me. Like it's the weirdest life. Like this whole life makes no sense at all. So yeah, it's been a pretty wild year.
That's awesome, man.
That's
I'm so
excellent.
proud of you in the way that like only other podcasters can be proud, where it's just like you fucking cracked the code, man. You
Right?
did it.
You did.
Well, I mean, that's the Adam Carolla, like step 1 of how to make a podcast, be famous.
Right.
He's famous, so like I could just latch on and kind of go hang out with him. But yeah, man, it's been a while, and it's funny because there's a lot of episodes where it's him and either former member of Megadeth, former member of Exodus, like member of Exodus, like dudes that he has a 40-year friendship with. And I'm like, why am I here? Like, why? And some people call it out because I'm just listening to those 2 talk and I don't want to butt in. I'm just like leaning back, listening. I'm almost like listening to the podcast. And I've definitely seen the comments. It's like, why is this Josh guy even here? And I want to be like, yeah, why am I here? Like,
You're like, I was wondering the same thing.
We're all wondering it. Don't worry about it. I'm trying not to harsh the vibe. It's fine.
But that's the thing is like, it's a double-edged sword, right? You stay quiet, you watch, you let them talk. Why are you there? You keep interrupting with questions that are important to you. It's like, what the fuck is he stopping the flow of the conversation? It's like, it's a no-win scenario.
Oh, it's definitely a no-win situation. Yeah. Somebody's like, nobody even knows who this Josh guy is. Why is he on the podcast? I mean, it's been pretty, it's been funny to watch some of the comments roll through, but yeah, I mean, but for the most part, I mean, his reaction to everything, my reaction to everything, it's been pretty awesome. I mean, even like down to, my wife had a surgery about a couple months ago. And the day of the surgery, he just texted me asking me how she was. And I'm like, that's wild. Like the guy that was on the poster on the wall is now like worried about my wife, so.
There you go. There you go. Life, as they say. It moves interestingly in different directions you would never predict. Wow. Josh, this Primer 55 tour, you were telling us before we hopped on mic, there's still dates to come, still dates to be revealed at current recording time. These are some of the dates we've got up here. We've got this is at primer55tour.com. This is where you can go to get them ticks to the Introduction to Mayhem 25th anniversary tour. Kicking off Thursday, October 9th, Bourbon Theater, Lincoln, Nebraska. You ever played the Bourbon before?
I have not.
Okay. All right. You're playing Pop's Nightclub and Concert Venue in Sauget, Illinois, Bottleneck in Lawrence, Kansas, Scout Bar in Houston, Texas. Come and Take It Live in Austin. Want to know more about that place. Dada Dallas in Dallas, Texas, and Whiskey A Go-Go, West Hollywood, California. Very, very exciting. More dates to be announced. I think it's safe to say, Matt, Josh Toomey, he's a road dog.
Oh, shit.
He's doing the thing. I thought you were going to say he's doing the thing.
Oh,
You're also doing the thing.
You're doing the
But
thing.
right now, you a road dog.
You a road dog.
Jogging it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. You asked me if I played the Bourbon Theater. No, but Pops, yes. The Bottleneck, yes. I don't think I never played the Whiskey. I've played somewhere else in LA, but yeah, the Pops is where the Loose video was filmed. So that's a monumental place to go back to. But I played there with Primer in 2002, and then I actually played there in my old band in like 98. Opening for Cinderella, actually.
Ooh, holy.
Whoa, wow.
So that was a good time right there. So yeah, man, Pops has always been a great venue. Cannot wait. Like that's the one that like kind of everybody's talking about, like, kind of coming to that show. That's a good one. So that's going to be fun.
Well, I don't see the great state of Michigan out here, but in my heart of hearts,
You have a feeling.
I'm putting the intention out there that there might be a certain venue that's just fucking made for Primer 55 in this state. That maybe if the booking agent is doing their due diligence, ooh, and if that comes true, can I get a comp? I mean, really, I'm looking for comps, baby.
Right
All
now,
Matt Nas +1, Lauren Kozlowski +1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
But
you.
if we announce a Machine Shop show,
Whoa, I didn't even say the venue.
It
How
will
did you
only
know what I
it
was?
will only be because of the Roach Koach bump.
Yes. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Now, Josh, along with playing shows, you've been going to some shows.
I have been going to some shows.
You went to see Close Enemies.
Yeah, that was a wild show. So Close Enemies is kind of a super group of some rockers. You got Tom Hamilton of Aerosmith on bass, Tony Brock of the Babies, and like Rod Stewart on drums. The guitar players are one of them plays with like Sheryl Crow, one of them is Angus Young's guitar tech, but the vocalist is Chase Hampton. Chase Hampton was on the Mickey Mouse Club, like they're in the 90s, early 90s. And we had them on the David Ellefson show, like all 5 of them, that, as you guys know, having 5 guests plus me and David, it was like, it actually wasn't that bad of an interview, but it was still like trying to keep everybody involved is a wild task. But they came here to Louisville out there at the Iroquois Amphitheater. Very cool venue to go see some shows at. Very like a small, intimate outdoor theater. Probably holds about 6,000 to 8,000 people, I would think. But so after the interview, I go upstairs and, my wife, Melissa, always asks, how did the interview go? And I'm like, it went pretty well. Tom Hamilton, Aerosmith, legend. All the things that he's been a part of, it's just wild to even have him on the screen. And I was like, yeah, the singer was in the, I think he was on the Mickey Mouse Club. And she goes, which one? I was like, I think his name was Chase. She goes, did he have red hair? And I'm like, maybe, I think he was wearing a hat. And we looked it up and it was Chase Hampton. So Chase Hampton was Melissa's like second crush. Like Joey McIntyre of New Kids on the Block was like the first love. And then Chase came along and was like
knocked
her
him right
side
out.
piece. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and I was sitting there and she just rattled off. Like she likes 3 bands. She likes Tool, Incubus, Deftones. Like she can tell you those. Melissa riled off like so many facts about this Chase Hampton guy. She was like, yeah, he was on the Mickey Mouse Club. They started a band. They had a thing where you could write in, and if you got to pick the name of the band, you got to meet the band, and they called the band The Party, and they had this. I mean, she was just like, bah, 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 bah. And so I DM Chase, and I was like, you will not believe this story. So we traded numbers, and I ended up talking to him on the phone, and I was like, my wife knows nothing about anything when it comes to music, but she knew your life story and was talking to him about just, she's, tattoos, black craft, like not watching the Mickey Mouse Club, at this moment. And so when Close Enemies come to town, I hit up Chase and I was like, hey, get that list, like, me +1. And they put us on the list, gave us a couple backstage passes. And while I was there, I texted Chase, and he came out and got us. And her face is just like, holy fucking shit, like that's her, your 12-year-old crush, like right there in front of your face. And he takes us, back to the backstage area. We're talking to the whole band. Tom Hamilton of Aerosmith walks in, and I'm just like, it's wild to see him. I should have talked about honking on Bobo with him, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yes.
Now that I'm here, I'm
sure
thinking about it.
Nothing more he wanted to talk about.
So he
terrible blues record.
So he walks in, and I'm just like, for me, a bass player, seeing Tom Hamilton in person, that's wild. And I'm standing next to Melissa and Chase, and I hear her just fangirling. She's like, so do you still like talk to, JC and Justin Timberlake? And, do you still talk to Britney Spears? All that stuff. And it was an awesome moment for me, for Tom Hamilton, for her to kind of meet her childhood crush. And it was just a great night of music. So.
That's awesome.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I remember the party. I think my sister and I were still watching the Mickey Mouse Club around that time. So I definitely remember. I remember the write-in to pick the name of the group. Right. And I remember when it was announced that it was the party, I remember we all went, oh, okay. All right.
I love that little Lauren was still like, I don't know about that. Already judging. Like, I don't know.
I remember.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
I remember like, okay, I guess it's a name.
Right. Yeah, not the best name, and definitely not Googleable in 2025.
Oh, they were not thinking about SEO at that time. They were just thinking about having fun. And I remember, I believe there was an explanation. They were like, every time we get together, it feels like a party. So we felt that name was good for the group. And,
Nice.
I mean, airtight logic. So we got a lot of new coming out in the world. All right.
We just had a weekend of new.
So much new has been coming out. I think the first one we want to talk about is new Deftones. Obviously, Josh.
Deftones morning happened. Josh, let me tell you, Deftones morning happens. I get a text, bolt of blue. The boys done it again.
Yep, the boys did it again.
Like, here's the deal. For me, it's just like, I'm going about my day just trying to survive, baby. Just like living. And I'm just like, who? Who did it again?
Who did it again?
And Lord, I could tell, was incensed. He's like, Deftones! Deftones did it again, Matt. Have you listened? And I'm like, no, I've not listened. I am a failure to the Roach Koach.
Yeah, you've had a new metal podcast for like 10 years, Matt. You should know these things.
I should know these things. I should immediately. Here's the deal. I can't lie to Lauren and be like, so good when I haven't
would be able to tell right away. I'd be like, this guy hasn't listened to shit.
He's fucking lying to me.
Well, Matt, have you had a chance to listen to it yet? Or no? No. Okay. That's fine.
I just prior to recording, with everything that I'm listening to right now, is in 2 feet of a 7-year-old. So it's just not happening right now. My listens are very limited. I'm saving all of them.
He's already 7. That's wild.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
That's crazy.
So I'm saving all of my listens for the butt rock bracket. All of my listens are going towards these butt rock songs.
It's true. It's true. Matt is if I text Matt and I go, the boys, he goes, in the butt, and I'm like, okay, he's definitely he's definitely in the bracket.
And then Catherine sees that text and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like,
you're in the butt?
It's just the crack, baby. It's just the crack. It's the butt rock bracket. That's all it is.
That sweet butt rock bracket, baby.
Well, I think, as Matt said, I think the boys did it again. I think it's another really good Deftones record. I've listened to it twice so far, and I think it's really good. Now, my controversial take, though, is that I don't know if I think it's better than Ohms. I love Ohms. Ohms. I've been reading some reviews where people are like, Ohms, I guess. And I was like, that's a fucking lie. When Ohms came out, everyone was like, they fucking did it. They really fucking did it with this one. I think this one's really good, but I don't know if I like it more than Ohms. But I do like it a lot. And also, listen, you hear this is Deftones album 10. Okay. So a lot of this, I'm hearing it and I'm like, classic tones, classic Chino, classic Steph. Like I'm hearing the moves and I know the moves and I love the moves. Last track of the album, Chino drops into low register. I'm in
I
my
don't know about
car.
that.
I'm in my car and I went, whoa, whoa. But I'm into it. I like it. Now, Josh, obviously one of your feelings also, what does your wife think?
Oh, she loves it. It's been on repeat with her. She was watching, Deftones.tv for all that the side stuff that they put out. Like she's all about it. She's been deep. For me, I've listened to it multiple times. I like the fact that like every time I listen to it, it's like, ooh, this is my favorite song, or ooh, this is, like it keeps changing. It's not like I'm fixated on one song.
Mm,
I don't think they reinvented the wheel. I'm definitely not like this isn't like, oh my God, they did something crazy and new.
right.
Couple things that were a little bit different. Like there's one song that maybe opens with a bass line that you can tell is played with a pick. So it's like a little bit out of left field for that. Like that's maybe that, but that low register voice. First time I heard it, I was like, what is that? I even had to I stopped what I was doing, pulled up my phone and looked at the credits of the song to see if they had like a special guest, because I just had I thought, is this Mike Patton? Like what's going on? Like it's definitely a bizarre Chino voice that's never been on a record before.
There you go. So something to look forward to, Matt, in
Well,
2026.
just head to the boards and be like, does Matt
2026.
even like new metal? Does he even care
Is Matt
about
a
new
Christian
metals?
band?
Is Matt a Christian
Is
band?
Matt a Christian band? Well, there you go. Well, Matt, we'll get around to that one. Now, let's get into some controversial music. There is, despite all of your attempts, Josh, Mudvayne, they're back and they got a new song. They got a new song. And let me tell you, when somebody's really embraced the new metal sound, when all the articles that are supposed to just be, hey, there's a new song out, check it out, are also full of editorials of people going, I don't know about this one. I'm not so sure. I'm like, isn't this just a post letting us know the song's out? I didn't know I was going to get a review in here too. So there's a new Mudvayne song. It's called Hurt People, Hurt People. So Josh, you dislike this song.
Yeah, I don't think I even made it through it the first time.
Wow. Matt, we know you haven't heard it. Let's just get a little taste of this new Mudvayne.
Well, might have to mute this on YouTube just so we can get Josh's faces on this one. Let's see what we've got here. This is Mudvayne with Hurt People, Hurt People. All right.
All I'm saying is put the face paint on, put on some straitjackets, baby. The vein is back.
Everybody go crazy.
Go crazy. This is prime Broken Gurney music. This is prime somebody crawling on the ceiling because the crazy music.
Oh, are we watching gunk go down a drain?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. A drain? Absolutely. With a little hand comes out of the drain, crawls out. It's one of the Mudvayne guys. I don't know. Listen, this works. I think this works for all eras of Mudvayne. This can either work for your stripped down, black and white, fucking determined Mudvayne. This also works if they're in an embryonic sac, attached to the side of a spaceship. That's mostly, at a monster thing. Or first album, Face Paint. I think it works. I think this bridges them all. Now, if you don't like Mudvayne, you shit out of luck. Because honestly, I think this just sounds like them. Honestly,
SOL.
I think it's like this is what they sound like. I think they've always kind of sounded like this. So if you've never been on board, I don't think they were like. I hope we get some new people with this one. That's not really my feeling on this one.
They're not trying to broaden their audience.
No, I would say not. No, it starts.
This is a classic trip back to the well.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's just lower the mud vein bucket and just pull up another one.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Another new song that's come out is a new song by Soulfly, who have a new album coming out. I love how there's just you cannot stop Max. He's just going to keep putting records out. This new record's called Chama. By all accounts, it's going to be another pile of rippers. The single is called Storm the Gates. The first song on the album is called Indigenous Inquisition. I'm calling it now. This record's going to rip ass. It's going to be amazing.
Hold on to your ass. Max is coming for it.
Max,
have you heard some Storm the Gates? You want to hear a little Storm the Gates?
Let's hear some Storm the Gates.
Hold on to your ass.
Yeah.
Just hold on to your ass. Max is coming for it.
Max did it again.
He did it again. He did it again. I love it.
I think it's all he can do is just do it
again.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what he does.
Track record secure.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. There's no doubt. This is gonna be another hot one. Josh, you like this new Soulfly?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Max. I'm a big fan of the everything that Max does.
Yeah. Never lets you down to bring in that Brazilian flavor. You got the bongos, but you still like so heavy and just no vocal cords left. Just fucking going for it. Love it.
I think at one point, I don't have the lyrics in front of me, but I'm pretty sure at some point he says bullshit. And listen, you can't have a Soulfly record if Max isn't chanting bullshit. You've got to have it in there. You've got to have it. So I'm very excited for that one. I believe it comes out in October, so very soon. Should be great. Can't wait. And then finally, we can't play it. We can't play it, but there's new Steppa music coming.
Excited about this.
And I've heard it, and it rips. So Blake and the boys are back. It's going to be a hot one. I don't know when it's coming out. I've just been told you can listen to this. It's a look, don't touch situation. But I'm very excited for that. So, yeah, we're excited for all this new music, even some of it that some people don't like, but that's okay. All right. We've got to talk about who's canceling.
Who is?
The Heavy Music Awards posted this update. I'm just going to read it to you. It's got a twist you're never going to see coming. After careful consideration, we've made the difficult decision to cancel the physical edition of the Heavy Music Awards 2025. As many of you know, the HMAs are run by an incredibly small team. And right now, one half of that team is undergoing intensive daily medical treatment for brain cancer. Combined with a number of unexpected roadblocks behind the scenes, we've had to face the reality that pushing ahead with a live show this year simply isn't the right choice. Instead, we'll be shifting to a digital format for this year's awards. We'll be celebrating the winners online and across our platforms with the same passionate commitment to championing the global rock and metal community that has been at the heart of the HMA since day one. We are also looking at other ways we can further celebrate our award winners, with more on that to come. Most importantly, this year's winners were chosen by the fans. That power, that voice, that celebration still deserves to be heard loud and clear. That is exactly what we intend to deliver. We'll be in touch with all finalists, guests, and partners very shortly to confirm next steps. This is not the end. It is a reset. When we return, we'll do so stronger, sharper, and more determined than ever. Thank you for your patience, your support, and your belief in what we're building. We are incredibly grateful to have had you with us on this journey. Your support means everything, and we hope to return stronger and healthier in 2026. Team HMAs. Now, obviously, I wish nothing but the best for Team HMAs. Very sad to hear that we're dealing with brain cancer. But I do want to point out one detail here. If I'm understanding my math here correctly.
Yes.
They say one half of the team has brain cancer. That means two people?
Team of two.
Two people run the HMAs?
Very small group of people.
We are a small but passionate team here at Roach Koach.
Right.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you found out, listen, they're not going to do the Oscars this year? Why not? Bob Oscar can't do it. It's only run by Bob and Mary Oscar. They're just the two people. You didn't know that? They call everybody up. They call Denzel Washington personally and say, please come to the Oscars. It's just two people. Insane. What? Come on, HMAs. I would say just get a bigger staff. I don't know. I'm a little surprised it's two
I
people.
would also say I'm fairly flabbergasted that they've been able to do this with only two people, because this was like an ongoing concern. Now this is an EU UK thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Where at exactly in the UK would this be, Matt?
Oh, the greatest, the highs and lows.
Show me on the map.
Well, this is Michigan, so it's nowhere here.
Okay.
Nowhere there. But I will say it's definitely in the UK.
Okay.
All right. Well, we wish everyone involved a healthy recovery. And honestly, my hope is that when they do return in 2026, it is healthier, stronger, ready to go. And also, let's say it. Let's put it out there right now. 0 nominations for Enter Shikari. Come on. Come on.
Maybe that'll be our 2-person award show.
Where we don't give an award to Enter
Correct.
Shikari. Every award is like, and you know who's not getting it?
To not be Enter Shikari should be a relatively low bar for a band. Today we celebrate all bands that aren't Enter Shikari. And this year's winner of not Enter Shikari is Hoobastank. Still, congratulations.
Congratulations to the Stank. Absolutely.
And here they are to play The Reason.
They just played The Reason the other day by me. They were in town for a festival, Arts Beats and Eats. It's a Labor Day festival.
Did you go,
I
Matt?
saw a great lineup once of Hoobastank and 311, so I know Lauren would love that show.
Jesus Christ. My God. I'm like physically weak just imagining that combo. Oh my God.
You know, in that it's just that scene from Clockwork Orange where it's Lauren in its chair with his eyes.
I like the idea of being, not only am I being forced to listen to the Hoobastank at 311, but also I gotta watch them too.
You gotta watch them.
Brutal. I mean, it would be tough. It'd be tough. Guys, let's talk about who's emailing.
Who's emailing?
We get so many great emails. So many great emails here at the show. We got this email here from Luke DeMoss. The subject, who's new now?
Oh boy.
Don Broco. They are a band from Bedford, UK, and have always been very diverse and unique. But I don't think they've ever been as new as they are with their new single, Cellophane. Definitely in the rap rock vein of nu metal. If this is the direction they are going in, their new album might be newer than all their previous albums. Sorry for the pun, couldn't help myself, LOL. You guys should check it out. I think you'll dig it. Here's a link to the video. Keep on rolling, baby. Luke.
So is this for Hype Man or Cellophane?
Cellophane.
All right, I've got it.
All right.
Here we go. Cellophane by Don Broco. Steal from the best.
Steal from the best.
Steal from everybody.
Find 20 bests. Find 20 bests.
20 bests.
Steal it all.
It's very interesting to be where we are in 2025 and realizing, once again, the Koach called it, that the out of style riff is the most important riff of the last 10 years? Have we heard a more ripped off riff? Everyone wants that riff, and they do some weird variation on it. I would say this is better than what's been going on those Filter records. I kind of like this one. But I know that Don Broco's been recommended to us before, because I think they had a record a few years ago that some people said had a little bit of a nu metal tinge. We listened to it, didn't really hear it. This, I agree, is probably their most nu metal song. But it is funny that they still were like, listen, we still got that smooth chorus. We're still the Don Broco you know and love. Right. That's still there.
We still remember Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, absolutely. No one's forgotten Bring Me the Horizon. Yeah. The most important riff is the out of style riff. The most important band, Bring Me the Horizon. Those are the two big lifts everybody wants.
Tent poles.
That's right. But overall, I mean, I thought that was pretty good. I liked it. Josh, you made a few faces. What were you thinking?
I really feel like they got that list of like the sexiest voice or whatever was Fred Durst. So they're like, we gotta have a Fred Durst part. Like we got a Fred Durst part, we got some corn stuff in there, we got a smooth boy, we got the out of style riff, the bring me the horizon. Like they went shopping and they
Yeah.
did a little bit of everything.
They have like the Linkin Park aesthetic at the top, especially. Yeah, steal from the best. Just hey, man. But I feel like at the end of the day, I still was like, this is Don Broco or whatever their name. Don Broco? Broco?
I think it's Don Broco. I think.
Okay. Don
But
Broco.
listen, I'm not from England. I don't know.
You know what? Here's the deal. I'm not their family.
Right.
No, you're
I'm
not.
I'm not their family. So I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Mhm.
So I'm taking some liberties here.
Mhm.
But I will take the liberty to say that I'd like to hear more.
There we go. There we go. All right. Well, Don Broco, let's hopefully to see more from you soon. Luke, thank you so much. Matt, why don't you take this email we got from Ryan?
Ryan comes in with white trash wizard is here, flame emoji. Now, this is an instant read. Come on, what are we talking about? A heavy hitting metal band hailing from Ohio and West Virginia, blending the intricate rhythms of progressive metal and gent with the raw aggression of death metal and deathcore. White Trash Wizard. The song is called Tall Boy. Do we dare?
We gotta.
All right. Okay. Here's the deal. I'm dying because I'm watching the music video. What you don't see is this music video is an off fucking timer.
Oh.
Look, I okay, give me a second. Okay, give me a second. Because it's worth digging into here. All right, 1 second. And here we go. And I think you're not going to get the audio for this, Lauren.
Okay, that's fine.
I think this is
I've heard enough, so that's fine.
Okay. I've heard enough. All right, let's see what happens. This is going to be Bizarro Johnson in the way that this looks, but who cares? You've just got to see this video.
Okay.
And think to yourself, okay.
All right. Okay.
Nothing wrong with a tall boy.
Nothing wrong with Tall Boy. All right.
This is the whole video.
Okay.
And all I can think about is the Lonely Island sketch Sloths.
This is very sloths. This is a skeleton with a beard, drinking Tall Boys, and all the lyrics are about how good Tall Boys are. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. They stuck with their format. Now, I will say, as a listening experience, I mean, I know we're over the StreamYard and maybe the audio can't always be, but I was like, where are the drums? Where are the drums? Can we find the drums? Do I have to like put stickers up on telephone poles to find the drums? Have you seen these drums?
Have you seen some drums?
Yeah, because you really can't hear them. Yeah, I don't know. That was tough stuff for me. Not gonna lie, tough stuff.
Hey man, we're giving him the Roach Coach bump.
All right, Roach Coach bump. There it is. Crack your own Tall Boy.
They're gonna announce a Flint, Michigan show tomorrow.
Oh!
I'm gonna fucking be like, hey man, can you give me them comps?
You get Matt Nods in.
It only takes a little to give me quite a lot.
That's Nas, NAAS +1.
Plus one.
Well, thank you, Ryan, so much for that. We got an email here. It's from Stupid F and Matt. The
Hell
subject is new with the absent. Hey guys, I wanted to share with you a new metal band based out of Wichita, Kansas. They are called The Absent. This is their latest single, Death Anxiety. Keep it rolling and stay nasty, my friend. Stupid F and Matt of Nasty Promotions. Death Anxiety. Who doesn't have death anxiety, right? You're just like, it could happen anytime.
Just the dead. They don't have death anxiety.
They don't. That's true. All right. Well, let's hear some death anxiety from the absent.
All right, here we go. All right.
Jonathan Davis, the calls are coming from inside the house.
I would say, Josh, that this is definitely a Jonathan Davis situation.
Right.
100%. Big Jonathan Davis vibes on those verses. Chorus, a little bit more of his own thing because he's getting into a little bit more of the blah singing style. I
What was that
enjoyed
singing
it.
style again?
Blah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know that. Listen, there's like 3 different singing styles. All right. There's soprano. All right.
Alto,
and blah,
Blah.
which is what that person's doing. Yeah, I enjoyed it. At this point, you know, we're stealing from the best. And the moment it started, I was like, oh,
Doom 2016. What's going on?
oh yeah. And then also just like, you listen to a little bit of Korn? You like Korn? Like Follow the Leader, Issues, Untouchables. You sure do.
Celebrate the whole catalog.
Celebrate the whole. I could list them all, baby. I'm like the beginning of that new Ghostface album, where Redman lists every single Ghostface album. Incredible moment. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Of course, I'm a big fan of blah singing style. So yeah,
It's a good one.
I enjoyed that one. Wichita, Kansas.
Doing the damn thing.
They're doing the damn thing. Absolutely. Well, that was wonderful. That was wonderful. Josh, I know you're on this tour. Obviously, from this tour, more touring will probably happen because they're going to see you guys up on stage and they go, those boys, they're bringing the heat. They're probably going to say, throw some more stages at you, throw some more cash at you.
Right,
you might need an opener. Maybe the absent. Maybe
we roll through Wichita, Kansas. You know?
Yeah, give the boys a shout. Hit them up. Say, I can comp you in, or you can come up and warm the stage up for me. How's that sound? This is all
the
how
absent want to come to a show. The absent plus one. Everybody's plus one.
Everybody's plus one.
So
it's the absent plus a girl they're talking to. They're talking to one girl.
I think this is really awkward for the 4 guys in the absent.
You got 1 plus 1.
1 plus 1.
1 plus 1. All right.
One guest.
All right. So
it's got to be my mom, right?
Whichever one has a girl they're trying to impress the most, that's the one that does the plus 1.
Bringing a girl to a Primer 55 show where you're on the guest list, you're in.
You're in. You might as well be married at that point.
That deal is sealed.
Sealed the deal. 100%. You might as well propose from the stage.
Propose in the pit.
Ooh, pit proposal.
You know how there's like those bands that always put like, you know, they would in the back of the day, they might put Elvis plus 1, you know, like every show kind of deal. I think I might have a Funky Ken plus 1, you know?
You know what's going on, baby.
That'd
My
be
plus 1 is T-Mobile.
That guy from T-Mobile that's always in his kitchen.
That'd be beautiful. That'd be
anybody
wonderful.
that hooks me, anybody that hooked me up with a phone during COVID, like
I can't help it, baby. It was the only thing that I did. It was so hard to keep that store open during COVID.
You were violating rules left and right, Funky Ken.
I was, baby. It was easily illegal 99% of the time pre-COVID.
But the calls go through 100% of the time.
Always.
And that's what's important. That's what's important.
I did find it very strange that every time I went in there that he only had 4 feet in between people when it was supposed to be 6.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can't get enough of this beautiful T-Mobile service. Did you know that we have just as good a signal as all the major carriers across the United States with less drop calls and more speed?
I did not know that, Funky Ken.
Because I'm lying to you, baby. Our service is balls. They fired me and I lost my store.
Oh no, Funky Ken. So what are you doing now?
I sell devil sticks at Renaissance festivals. I just got done with that for the year. And, I'm just getting ready for the skiing season,
Oh, okay. Is this like snow skiing or
Yeah, man.
skiing?
No, man. I stopped doing cocaine. Gave me the shits.
Oh, that's no good. That nothing less funky than that.
Nothing less funky than losing your lower GI to cocaine.
Wow. Well, Funky Ken, I wish you well into the holiday season. I hope things work out for you.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
good. Anybody want anything funky?
No, I
You
think
listen to that new Wolf Pack? You into that yet? You like that stuff? Saw him at Red Rocks, baby.
I skipped that one, Funky Ken. I gotta say.
Fearless Flyers opened up.
Oh God.
So good.
Oh no.
You Corey Wong fan? You like that Corey Wong?
Funky Ken, you're killing me.
If you're out of a job and you're out of a house, there's always Prowler that could he's always in the bushes waiting at
Hey, baby.
Oh, Prowler.
I heard my name. Once I heard my name, I get summoned.
Prowler, Josh is wondering whether or not you have any room in your bushes for Funky Ken. He's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, there's always room for one no more. Yeah. There's a lot of folk tales that tell of a bush that can hold many people.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Josh, I guess you got to be careful that you don't do a Prowler +1 because it sounds like you might get a whole
You're gonna
lot
get a suitcase full of men. Yeah.
Hey, but I will say that Charles Manson +1 always gets it.
My mom won't let me leave the house.
Charles, you've been added to the guest list. You can't come?
I can't come. I can't get out of the basement, man.
Charles Manson +2. He's got to bring his folks. He can bring the parents.
Oh, hey.
They might let me. Would you let me up on stage and would you let me rip a couple verses? I've been practicing at least once a month on the Roach Koach Patreon.
There's in Set It Off. There's the Jared from Head PE verse that we always bring a guest up to wrap that part. I think you would be perfect.
If that is fucking true, you can bet your ass I'll do that.
I think we gotta. Gosh, I hope Charles Manson can make it to the show with his parents. That would be great.
So the Whiskey A Go Go in Los Angeles, California.
I would be honored to have Charles Manson on stage in Los Angeles at the world famous Whiskey A Go Go where the Doors played. Yes, I would love to have Charles Manson on stage with me.
I mean, I don't want to write checks I can't cash, but I'll be there.
Well, there you go. If you're in Los Angeles, California, you need to get tickets to this Primer 55 show.
I don't.
Charles, you don't. You're on the list, buddy. +2. You get the +2. Mom and dad are going to come. I mean, they got to drive you there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Well, perfect. Well, Josh, I think you're going to have a very crowded backstage with all of these +1s that you've added on to your comp list. But I really feel like there's only one way to close out an episode of Roach Koach, and that is with Rippers for Roaches 2.
Rippers for Roaches 2. The Roachinine.
There we go. Matt, we've got this new list here. It's from Chad Radical. And already the first song we heard was incredible. What do we have this week?
Well, last time we heard Fight the Fight, but this week we're hearing Devil and Poseidon by a band called Conniption Fit, and it's spelled fucked up.
Okay. Oh,
there was more. There was more.
Oh, Matt, of course there's more. There was so much there already, and they were like, more? This is my cup runneth over.
Conniption Fit. Now, the SEO on this is fucking insane. KONIPSHUN for conniption. Fit, PHIT.
Yes. All right. A+ name.
Lauren,
Top
I
three
think your dad wrote those lyrics. I see you hanging with the wrong crowd.
Oh,
With the wrong
probably.
crowd.
So you're paying with the wrong crowd and you're in
It's
trouble
me
now.
from Conniption Fit. Maybe you guys aren't ready for this truth about religion and the way that the world works. Wake the fuck up, sheeple. You see sitting with that big face.
Keep going. Keep
I
going.
actually, okay, oh, yeah, big face, big head. Turn around, you're dead. Oh, this is just like God. The message is the message.
I loved it. I loved it.
Thanks.
I loved it.
Thanks
I
to
loved
just my part, though, right?
That's a hit.
I,
Yeah, no, that's a hit.
Matt, your part, the icing on top. It was beautiful.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Whoa, from the Cleve. Okay. Yeah, I had a very nice time listening to that. That was an interesting mix. There was like a touch of corn, just a touch, but then a lot of early Mudvayne vibes. But then when he gets into the oh boy, I'm gonna lecture voice, then I was getting a little bit of early Corey Taylor, early Slipknot vibes on that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a very nice time. Josh
was expecting him to say jump the fuck up.
I was too. I didn't get that one, but who knows? Josh, how'd you feel about that one?
I liked it. It was cool. You know, it had I was wondering how many vocalists were in there. It sounded like definitely more than one. But yeah, it was good.
It's
Good
just
times.
me and I'm fucking insane.
Oh shit. I'd love it if the band had screaming
Mr. Fit,
guy.
is that you?
That's me. I've been eating potato chips.
Oh, what's your favorite type of chip, Mr. Fit?
Oh, I like a good Cape Cod.
Okay. All right. That's a good choice.
It's kettle cooked. Shut the fuck up. Sheeple.
Sheeple. Is that your favorite?
I'm gonna give you commands, but if you do them, I will make fun of you because you're a sheeple.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that. It's kind of what you want. You want a collision. You want a collision of everything. You want that level of mania, which you have going on there.
I thought you were going to use another M word, which is menace, because like the underpinning guitar tone there was one of like impending doom, like a much more like uneasiness in those guitar tones. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
There was a touch of it just hit me. It's Desire to Fire by Machine Head at all. You know, yeah, there we go. I was like, that riff reminds me of something.
That reminds you of the best.
If you're gonna steal from Machine Head, steal from the Burning Red.
That's the only album that exists to me.
I don't listen to any other albums. Maybe Supercharger sometimes.
Just sometimes. Jump the fuck up.
Yeah, I like the idea of there being a screaming guy and just a lecture guy. That's a real fun. But you know what I mean? Like, what do you do in the band? What's your job in the band?
Dissertations.
Oh, cool. All right. What about you? What about you? Okay. All right. A lot of interesting people in this band.
That's my favorite guy.
Can he get a +1, Josh? Can he get a +1?
Definitely a +1. He can bring as many people as he wants. How do you spell that? Sir, can we see some ID?
He can't speak very clearly because of what's happened to him because of the geopolitical economic system. Jump the fuck up. Conniption Fit, baby. Chad Radical did it again.
They did it.
Thank you, Chad Radical.
Thank you so much, Chad Radical. And believe it or not, this does bring us to the end of another episode of Roach Koach.
So soon.
Josh Toomey, we can find you.
The business.
The best in the biz. We can find you online. Talk Toomey Talk. Every day you're on there. You're either podcasting with legends, podcasting with other legends, playing the bass with legends. It's just a legendary life you've got going on. What's now? This episode's going up in a couple weeks. What's your next hot gig? Is the next gig with Primer? Or do you have anything else lined up?
Actually, the day this comes out, I will be hanging out with the Louisville Loves new metal guys down at we're doing the official Louder Than Life pre-party.
Oh wow.
So instead of 3 songs, I'm actually playing a full like 15 songs, full set with these guys. And I think there's 3 sets. I'm playing with the middle set. So yeah, I've definitely had to learn some bangers such as What If by Creed and Nookie. That's always a classic. In the end, I'll be playing that one.
Ooh.
Some Seven Dust. It's a nice, well-rounded set. But yeah, the Creed song, like I want to choke out Mark Tremonti. I'm like, why are there so many notes in this song? so yeah, so it's gonna be a blast. Come out, hang out, a free show down 4th Street Live if you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area.
There you
Amazing.
go. Amazing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, and you can keep on saying hello to Roach Coach online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky. We're on all of those. Like and subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on YouTube. We are on all of those. Of course, you can go over to roachcoach.com. You can find every single episode of Roach Coach right over there. You can go all the way back to the beginning. You can listen to last week. They're all there. And you can always send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. And you can head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/roachcoachpodcast, and embark with us, on us and with us,
All over us.
all over us for the crack, the butt rock bracket. We're very excited. It's for some people, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are those people?
Not me, but for some it is. But we're diving in
We're
to the
excited.
crack, and we're excited. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you.
Josh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.